advance for your excellent sportsmanship. Now let's meet tonight's starting lineups, beginning with the Wolves. Leading off, the shortstop, number 1, Chase Jones. Batting second, the right fielder, number 4, Caden Kitzman. Batting third, the designated hitter, number 3, Tanner Jackson. Batting for number 25, Carter Johnson. Number 17, Chuck Burdovich. Batting fourth, first baseman, number 13, Drew Fitzpatrick. Batting fifth, the second baseman, number 11, Trey Stapleton. Batting sixth, the third baseman, number 30, Reed Miller. Batting seventh, the left fielder, number 21, Grant McComas. Batting eighth, the catcher, number 8, Jonah Sweeney. And batting ninth, the center fielder, number 15, Tyler Honkoff. Head coach of the Wolves is Jeremy Heinen, assisted by Mick Delaney, Pat Winnicky, Tyler Brown, and Bill Carter. And now the starting lineup for your North Polk Comets. Leading off, the center fielder, number 1, Drew Owen. Batting second, the shortstop, number 16, Jack Speaker. Batting third, the third baseman, number 13, Chase Yelland. Batting fourth, the catcher, number 11, Jacob Phillips. Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 44, Easton Engel. Batting sixth, the left fielder, number 2, Brady Reinhardt. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, number 4, Brady Shelton. Batting for your pitcher tonight, Colton Bowe. Batting eighth, the right fielder, number 14, Bryce Burke. And batting ninth, your second baseman, number 22, Caden Gass. Head coach of the Comets is Wyatt Zosky.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome one and welcome all inside the broadcast here from beautiful North Polk High School. Our destination here for Class 3A, 4A, regular season 2025 baseball here on a wonderful Friday. Thank you for joining us on the broadcast here. If you're new to us, make sure to like, subscribe, and spread the word. We have our national anthem coming on up.
Always something. Please rise and remove your hats.
And as we do so, we'll take a pause for the national anthem. We have Waukee Northwest up against North Polk coming on up here right after this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome one. Again, welcome all into the broadcast. Andrew Brown here, ready as we get set and ready for our 3A, 4A battle between the North Polk Comets and the Waukee Northwest Wolves. Thanks again for joining everybody. Again, as we take a look at it, we are looking at, first off, our team comparison here as we look at this series, all knotted up at 2-2 over the last 4 or so years. And we take a look at these two teams coming in from last year. It was a 29-6 record for North Polk en route to a championship season for them, the 3A title, reigning title winners from last season. They're up against another state tournament team here in the 4A Waukee Northwest Wolves, 26-15 a year prior. Again, as you take a look at the championship for North Polk, their second overall. Meanwhile, Waukee Northwest, in their limited time as a program, as a school, they have been very impactful. Second state tournament appearance for them. And, man, we get a whole lot of great action here. Waukee Northwest returning 4 guys of 30 or more total bases. North Polk, kind of almost not quite a retooling year. They still have a lot of good guys on the squad, but man, they lost quite a bit. The big shoes to fill. 2 guys of 30 or more total bases offensively. And then, of course, some good players to watch here, some really big stars for Waukee Northwest. A guy we've seen leave the yard on multiple occasions, one and only Tanner Jackson. He is looking to have another strong, outstanding season, another college commit here for Coach Heinen and the Wolves. And for North Polk, it's Drew Owen. 74 total bases a year prior. Again, he's also collegiate bound as we take a look at, again, our comparison brought to you by Insolites. Check them out today at insolites.com. And here we go. We're going to get ready and set here as we get rocking. Again, Andrew Brown here. Catch me at A Brown IAB Ball on Twitter. You can go ahead and catch me on Facebook and Instagram as well. Catch up what we're doing across Facebook, Instagram, and more. So again, as we start things off here on a wonderful Friday, we got Chase Jones starting us off, number 1. As now we are underway and rocking here. 2-1 be the count. That one's in there for strike 2. Again, 2-2 the count here. These two teams again knotted up at 2 wins apiece over the last 4 outings. Next pitch, that one keeping it alive. Remains it at 2-2. Again, game 1 here of the Twin Bill. Both teams battling it out here. Again, recently have gotten the chance to connect with each other. And, man, 2 outstanding programs. And, again, you're going to get a lot of great action here from our Twin Bill here today. That one, a little bit of a rope, but on the wrong side of the chalk line, we continue on with that 2-2 count. And the windup, the delivery there, that one gets by him, and the first strikeout of the day comes in the first batter of the game. Took him deep into the count, but nonetheless, that's a strikeout here for North Polk.
The right fielder, number 4, Caden Kitzman.
And Boo picks up his first K of the game. Brandon Boo and now Caden Kitzman stepping on up to the plate. That one, a nice one to feel and a throw across the diamond. Gets away at first, off the glove. A good play overall, but unfortunately just off the glove of Engel. Unable to secure it, and therefore first base runner of the game comes on an error. And now the dangerous Tanner Jackson up at the plate, DHing here in today's contest. Keeping them honest over there at first. And now got him caught in a rundown, and here they go. The pickle plays off to perfection. There you go. And just like that, despite a runner onto the base pass, some good work out there defensively, gets them out of it. And now 2 down here, a chance to get out of the top half of the inning here for the Comets. Once again, Tanner Jackson up at the plate. Takes a look at a ball here as we get going here. Game one of our doubleheader here today. Appreciate you coming along for the ride. And Andrew Brown here, happy to be bringing the balls and strikes, hits, outs, everything in between here. And these two teams had fantastic seasons a year prior. Second title in program history for North Polk. That one, the rocketed left side, and Bjelland almost comes up with a nice play there, but that rocket just off the glove. Hard play regardless, man. As a base hit now here for the Waukee Northwest Wolves, will put a runner back onto first base.
Now batting the first baseman, number 13.
That's really hard. That for me, you can't really count that as much of an error. That was a hot shot that's hard to handle for anybody. And now up at the plate, lefty Drew Fitzpatrick. Again, got a lefty on lefty matchup here. Again, Boo, a left-handed hurler here. And both of these teams, there's a nice pickoff attempt there. Almost got him. And 29-6 for North Polk last year overall. Just 3 losses inside conference play. And this is one of those where you're going to have to look at a pitching staff that is without two, again, their heaviest hitters here in Hunter Cook and Reese Rogge from last season. Again, took up nearly over half of the innings pitched and strikeout count for this program. And they're going to have to, again, that's where if there was any question marks for North Polk, it'd come mainly there where you have, again, a lot of new in terms of the pitching here. Boo has had some varsity experience, a nice pickoff there, almost. But again, that's where the question marks may align. Boo last year had 17 innings, struck out 4 in his limited time. That one not quite in there. Now 3-1 the count. And you had two really, in my estimation, D1 caliber pitchers in Rogge and Cook going out there. And again, you didn't really have to dig too deep into the bullpen for most games. And so we'll have to see, does North Polk follow that trend here? Again, new faces, and they're primarily hit harder, I should say, when it comes to the pitching staff, is that is a walk and draws runners on first and second now for the Wolves with 2 down. Now Trey Stapleton up at the plate. The second baseman donning the number 11 here for the season. Takes a look at ball 1 on the outer edge. That one, nice frame job in there. Gets it in for strike 1. Evens up the count. Once again, appreciate you for coming along. This is, again, a fantastic time of year. We get baseball. Of course, there's state track going on right now, so good luck to all those taken up to the Drake relay site there. Nice force out at second as they will get out number 3, and North Polk avoids disaster. Waukee Northwest almost gets themselves onto the board, and with that, we still remain a 0-0 tie as we head into the next half inning, which will bring us Drew Owen, Jack Speaker, and Chase Bjelland when we return right here on the IA Baseball Network.
Up in the bottom of the first for the Comets, Owen, Speaker, and Bjelland.
I remember personally when I was young watching the guys that were playing sports, basketball, football, wrestling, whatever it was, when they were in high school, and just thinking, I mean, how great they were, and just wanting to be like them when I was older. So yeah, we are definitely always role models for those younger kids, those middle schoolers.
Sportsmanship starts with us.
As a student athlete, I need to model good behavior and represent my school appropriately.
That means respecting my teammates, coaches, opponents, the officials, and fans.
If I do that, so will others, and being a good sport becomes a way of life.
To all of Iowa's student athletes getting ready to compete, remember, sportsmanship starts with us.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Andrew Brown here as we are live from North Polk High School, and we're rocking it out here in what will be at some point coming up soon. The old field, the new field here for the Comets, is nearing its completion, near ready. But still, for right now, we are in what is deemed the current field playable right now. And three pitches have now given us a 1-2 count here on the leadoff hitter, Drew Owen, up against Brdovich on the mound for the Northwest Wolves. Again, a team that went 26 wins last year, had a fantastic run, but made it really close in their state tournament game last season. And yet another instance of where both Waukee schools entering the state tournament. Brdovich last year, the leading strikeout man for this squad as just a sophomore. He had 56 strikeouts, hitters hitting just 180 against him last season, with an ERA of 1.55, really going to show that you don't need to put up astronomical pitching strikeout numbers in order to really be effective. And he sure was that last year. That one sails outside as now we have a full count, 3-2. Again, Owen, man, he could be placed anywhere for this North Polk squad. 74 total bases last year, well over 300 with his average as he draws a walk and gets to the base paths here. And again, he comes back as not only one of the better guys on this roster, it's already talented enough, but in the state. You take a look at, go to rockfin.com/IA baseball as Jack Speaker steps on up to the plate, and you'll be able to check out a lot of what we got going on there. As a bunt attempt laid down, but lays off of that one. Again, Owen was a top. Last year he was a top guy in his class, and now he's one of the top seniors. As that bunt attempt laid down, Brdovich's only play is to first, and he'll make that. And that is a successful sacrifice here by Speaker. He gets the runner over on to second, and meanwhile they do trade it for an out here, as we got Chase Fielen now up at the plate. Fielen was the outstanding breakout star late, especially late in the season here for the squad. Had a lot of time throughout the season here, man. He was impactful from the get-go all the way. As now Owen will take off to third, and the throw not in time. Swing through on that one, try to send that one packing, ends up with strike two. And a stolen base here for Drew Owen as he lands himself on third with one out. Brdovich with the look and fire and pulls the string just a bit, gets a dangerous hitter and Yellen to set down on strikes. The first strikeout of the game here for Brdovich.
The catcher, number 11, Jacob Phillips.
And now Jacob Phillip will step on up to the plate, try and get something rolling here. Last year, not a whole lot of action, 4 total bases in limited time. Again, this was a roster that was pretty senior heavy for the most part last season. And now they get a chance, kind of a retool, but man, if it's a Coach Zosky-led team, retooling means just new faces, same result in the grand scheme of things. Again, Hall of Fame caliber coach for sure. Both of these coaches, in fact, bring that high caliber to the field. That one's hit up high. That will be playable. It looks like coming on will be Fitzpatrick, and he'll secure out number 3 as the pop out will end the inning. So despite an early runner onto the base pass, no hits here for the Comets. And they leave a runner stranded on third. It's still a 0-0 tie, and we'll have more coming on up after this right here on the IA Baseball Network.
Sportsmanship starts with us.
As a student athlete, I need to model good behavior and represent my school appropriately.
That means respecting my teammates, coaches, opponents, the officials, and fans.
If I do that, so will others, and being a good sport becomes a way of life.
To all of Iowa's student athletes getting ready to compete, remember, sportsmanship starts with us.
RDA Financial Network is a proud sponsor of IABaseball.com. RDA supports the sport of baseball in the state of Iowa. We believe the game of baseball promotes many values such as hard work, determination, and teamwork, values that matter on and off the baseball field, and values that we demonstrate to our clients every day in our offices across the country. RDA provides financial planning and wealth management services to our clients in 6 communities in the state of Iowa. RDA Financial Network is an SEC-registered investment advisory firm. RDA advisors may offer securities through United Planners Financial Services, a member of FINRA and SIPC. United Planners is not affiliated with RDA Financial Network nor IABaseball.com. Please visit RDAFN.com to find an RDA advisor near you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome on back. Again, Andrew Brown here live from North Polk High School. And this broadcast brought to you and powered by the Log Cabin Greek Steakhouse in Galena, Illinois. Make sure to check them out for a great experience dining like no other. You head on over to the Log Cabin Greek Steakhouse, Galena, Illinois. You'll be glad you did. Make sure to check that out today.
Now batting the left fielder, number 21, Grant McComas.
And so as Reed Miller gets hit by a pitch, he'll stand his way on first. And now Grant McComas, up at the plate, getting his chance to rock it here. And a little dribbler out to the right, but on the wrong side of the chalk line here. Keep a runner on first. Again, just one hit so far. It belongs to Waukee Northwest, which came in the first inning. We here are in the second. Again, Boo up on the mound right now for the North Polk Comets. Colton Boo is a junior. Again, last year he had 6 games played, 2 starts, went 2-1 with his record through 17 innings, 4 strikeouts. And that one's fouled back here for a strike. This Northwest squad, not as much lost in terms of starting production from last season here. Man, they still did lose. Obviously when you lose some guys, you'll always lose some to graduation, and certainly they've done that. But they bring back a lot of good guys, again, including 4 batters with 30 or more total bases from last season in their second trip to the state tournament. And this is a school that has only been in existence for a few years. And now they got him into another rundown of a pickle, and nicely done with the tag applied. Some good work by Boo on the mound. Is causing a little trouble on the base pass here for the Wolves. As a runner onto the base pass is now thwarted here, and you trade it for an out here, one down. And now the look, the fire. That one's too far in the dirt. Evens up the count here, 2 apiece. And both of these teams provided games that you could go back and watch and have fun at any point, years down the road. That one gets taken for a ride, right field. That'll find its way in the gap. That'll go all the way to the fence. And that'll be a stand-up double here for Grant McComas, as he now represents the second hit of the game for the Wolves. Kind of puts a little sting when you think about the fact that that could have plated one, if not put runners on second and third. And now Jonas Sweeney stepping on up to the plate, getting his chance to rock it here. Sweeney last year, 14 total bases in 28 games played overall, 8 runs driven in. So 1-0 is our count. Some speed onto the base pass here. Got to make sure to worry about that just a little bit. And no go on the swing there. It is now 2-0 the count. So 3-0. A dangerous spot to be in. That one too far outside, and a 4-pitch walk will put runners now on first and second. And now the center fielder, Tyler Honkamp, stepping on up as Coach Zosky will come out to the mound to have a little conversation. And really at this point, there's been a lot of value seen in Boo and what he's been able to do. 2 pickoffs in this game alone, and a Coach Heinen-led team that doesn't get picked off at all. So there is a lot of benefit there. Certainly not looking to take him out at this juncture, but this is kind of a strategy move right here. What are we talking about? Where are we going to go? Kind of let him just kind of relax a little bit here. In the end, you're looking at a Waukee Northwest squad that's really strategic in where they place their batters, and Honkamp is prototypical of a second leadoff guy. Certainly has a lot of attributes that you would love in a guy anywhere throughout the lineup, let alone here at the number 9 hole. So, again, dangerous spot to be in. We'll see how it ends up. Boo on the mound looking. He would love his second strikeout of the game here.
Number 15. Tyler Honkamp.
Honkamp without a whole lot of action last year, and certainly is, like all these guys, willing to step up and do a whole lot here. Again, the stream powered by Log Cabin Greek Steakhouse in Galena, Illinois. Make sure to check them out today at... Again, Log Cabin, Greek Steakhouse online, or just head on over there, man. Get a reservation. It truly is a great dining experience because they're great people who make it happen. Boo with the fire. That one gets hit on a little bit of a rope out there to center field on the route. Will be Owen. He'll come up with the catch. And nice throw into the infield. We'll cut that off and avoid any advancement here from the runners. And with that, a chance here
Back to the top of the order for the Wolves.
as we go back to the top of the order in Chase Jones. Jones, a strikeout victim his last time up. would love to turn the tides here. Best situation they've had so far in the early going. That one right back from whence it came, Boo, and nice pickup. Pitchers are certainly athletes too, and that was on full display here. Nicely done by Boos to get that out number 3, a critical one, as now the Wolves will head on back. Coach Heinen with a good conversation there. And now that will be how we wrap up this half of inning number 2. When we come back, it's the bottom half, and it's 5-6-7 for the Comets. Right after this here on the IA Baseball Network.
RDA Financial Network is a proud sponsor of IABaseball.com. RDA supports the sport of baseball in the state of Iowa. We believe the game of baseball promotes many values such as hard work, determination, and teamwork, values that matter on and off the baseball field, and values that we demonstrate to our clients every day in our offices across the country. RDA provides financial planning and wealth management services to our clients in 6 communities in the state of Iowa. RDA Financial Network is an SEC-registered investment advisory firm. RDA advisors may offer securities through United Planners Financial Services, a member of FINRA and SIPC. United Planners is not affiliated with RDA Financial Network nor IABaseball.com. Please visit rdafn.com to find an RDA advisor near you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome on back into the broadcast. Andrew Brown here. Happy to be with you. Make sure to check us out on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook, IA Baseball. A lot of great stuff. And, hey, that one is chopped. We're slow whirler out there. The third, the pickup by Miller. The fire across the diamond. Wow. Nice play there. We're already flashing a lot of leather. That's the first pitch of the bottom half of the inning, and it goes for an out. That'll bring up Brady Reinhardt up to the plate. Again, broadcast powered by the Log Cabin Greek Steakhouse in Galena, Illinois. Man, it's hop, skip, and a jump from Dubuque. Make sure to check it out. That one swung on a healthy hack, but comes up empty there. Great job overall. And again, they have helped make this possible, and again, make a lot possible. And if you're looking for a great dining experience, the Log Cabin Greek Steakhouse is the place to be. They're helping with our season kickoff show, our in-season show, I should say, coming on up here in the next few weeks. A chance for you to check out some schools from around the area and a whole lot more, as that is a strikeout for Berdovich, his second of the game.
Designated hitter, number 4, Brady Shelton.
That one is struck, and almost a nice play out there at third. Hard one at that. And that gives the Comets a base runner on to the base pass. Again, a second consecutive inning. They have had runners on to the base pass here now with 2 down. And left fielder here, Ian Burke, swings through that one for strike 1. Again, this is game 1 of the doubleheader. Again, both games will be streamed, but separate broadcasts. Again, you can continue to remain right here and catch a lot of what we're doing. And again, as always, you can relive these by heading on over or remaining right here to the IE Sports YouTube page. Pulling the string a little bit, gives us strike 2 and an 0-2 count. And that one is shot, and that it will be a looper into center field. Some station-to-station baseball here early on.
Now batting the second baseman, number 22, Caden Gass.
And now the number 9 hole in Caden Gass stepping on up to the plate, looking to continue what has been a little late inning rally here. With 2 down. Runners on first and second. Schulten and Burke. So Schulten and Burke stand on first and second base respectively. With an 0-1 count here to the North Polk number 9 hole. And that one gives a little jam shot there, sends it over to the Northwest dugout. Strike 2. And that is called strike 3. Third strikeout of the game here for Brdovich. And he sets him down, and he ends inning number 3 here. So despite runners on to the base paths in scoring position for the Comets, they come up empty, unable to catch a score here. So we remain tied and scoreless when we come back right here on the IA Baseball Network.
RDA Financial Network is a proud sponsor of
Sportsmanship starts with us.
As a student athlete, I need to model good behavior and represent my school appropriately.
That means respecting my teammates, coaches, opponents, the officials, and fans.
If I do that, so will others, and being a good sport becomes a way of life.
To all of Iowa's student athletes getting ready to compete, remember, sportsmanship starts with us.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Caden Kitzman starting us off here as we continue on now. Inning number 3 kicking on off. And appreciate you coming along for the ride. Thanks again, Andrew Brown here. Kitzman last time reached via the error. And now is looking at a 1-1 count here in his second at bat. And that one sharply shot out there to third base. The fire across the diamond. And he's safe. So a good field by Fielen. Unfortunately, the connection didn't quite make it all the way there, and we have a runner onto the base pass. Kitzman, for the second time, reaches on the error. That brings up the powerful Tanner Jackson to the plate. That one gets shot left side. That's going, and that's off the wall. Kitzman coming to third. He'll stand put there. The throw in gets a little away, but not enough to send the runner home. We have runners in scoring position. No out here for the Waukee Northwest Wolves. First pitch that Jackson saw, he drove that for a standing double. His second time onto the base pass, second hit of the game, 2 for 2.
Now batting Eagle first baseman, number 13, Drew Fitzpatrick.
Is now Drew Fitzpatrick standing up, ready to go. Boo with the look, the fire, and gets some swinging. 0-1 here, the count. The next pitch. That one gets sent right side, but foul. So 2-strike count. Boo looking to get out of a jam here. Runners on second and third. That one gets sent. And a nice play out there. The catch. Way to go. Nobody out. And hey, making up for a little bit here at first is Engel. What a play as he laid out for that one for the out. So nice play there, keeps the runners at bay as we have Trey Stapleton back up to the plate. Reached fielder's choice last time up. Swings through that one, a good hack, becomes empty, 0-2. And there you go. Add another strikeout to the mark here. Stapleton will pick up, as Boo will pick up his second of the game. So 2 critical outs here is now Reed Miller stepping on up to the plate. That one gets away, out into the outfield it goes, and the throw will be home, but not in time there. That will plate the first run of the ball game here, and it will be the Waukee Northwest Wolves to get on first. It's 1-0.
Batting the left fielder, number 21, Grant McComas.
Grant McComas now up at the plate. Looking to try and add some more here. Already a 1-0 advantage for the visiting team in the Wolves. So Miller plates the first run of the game. McComas, who has a standing double his last time up, looks at strike one. So they kept knocking and knocking and knocking, and finally Miller sends one into the outfield grass and plates one. Now 4 hits total for the Northwest Wolves. And a 1-0 advantage here, top of the third inning. Colton Boo, and a nice attempt there, almost got him. Already 2 successful pickoffs that ended up in a rundown pickle here for the North Polk Comets and Colton Boo. Right now is trying to get out of this jam here, and a strike away from doing it as that one sends foul. So runner on first and third. Jackson on third. Miller stands on first. McComas up at the plate. Miller taken off. And now the throw to third, and it will not be handled. It will allow a runner to hand on over to to home. And that will be how we plate run number 2 here for the Wolves. And there you go. That will be a strikeout. Strikeout number 3 to end the inning, but not before the Waukee Northwest Wolves poke across a pair of hits and drive in 2. It's now a 2-0 advantage for Waukee Northwest, and time for the Comets to try and answer. The top of the lineup, Owen, Speaker, Bieland, coming on up when we return right here on the IA Baseball Network.
Sportsmanship starts with us.
As a student athlete, I need to model good behavior and represent my school appropriately.
That means respecting my teammates, coaches, opponents, the officials, and fans.
If I do that, so will others, and being a good sport becomes a way of life.
To all of Iowa's student athletes getting ready to compete, remember, sportsmanship starts with us.
And again, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Andrew Brown here giving you the balls and strikes from North Polk High School, where the Waukee Northwest Wolves plated 2 runs. They did so on the strength of a Reed Miller RBI single, followed by ball kind of getting away. And some good base running here from Tanner Jackson as he helped cross the plate here for run number 2. So far, 6 total hits in this ball game, 4 of them belonging to the Wolves, 2 of them coming from the North Polk Comets.
Back on the top of the order for the Comets, the center fielder, number 1, Drew Owen.
Drew Owen stepping on up, getting ready for his second at-bat of the game. Last time up, he walked and came around to third, stole third, in fact. He takes a look at strike 1 to start his second at bat. And now the look to fire, and that one will be sent high. That one will be out there into right center field, but that will come down. Kitzman will camp out under it for out number 1, and allowed out number 1 at that.
Now batting the shortstop, number 16, Jack Speaker.
And now Jack Speaker is stepping on up, had a successful sacrifice bunt his first time up. With nobody on, looking to swing freely here. And he'll take a look at ball 1. Again, make sure to check out rockfin.com/IABaseball and get you caught up with some of the top freshmen, sophomore, juniors, and seniors across the state of Iowa. Plus, our team and individual position rankings are there as well. Get you caught up on everything that's going on and all the top names that you'll be seeing across this season. That one is poked out there and will not find the outfield grass. Kitzman on double duty here as he has to get 2 outs now. So he gets in a little extra work this inning. He records the first 2 outs, and now Chase Yellen stepping on up, looking to get rocking here. So far, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Radovich with a nice get-me-over heater, swung through strike 1. And Berdovich, 56 Ks a year prior, in a season in which this squad made a second state tournament trip in their really short existence since being a program splitting from Waukee High School. The 0-2 delivery, that one can't find the strike zone. That's a 1-2 mark now. That one sails just a bit high, making it even now at 2-2. So we have 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. It's a 2-0 advantage here. North Polk looking to add on to their 2 hits. And that one gets sent left side. Nice pickup and fire across the diamond by Miller. Nicely done. Made it look easy, and for out number 3 at that. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, no hits, no runs, no errors. The Comets still without a run onto the scoreboard. Still a 2-0 advantage for the visiting Northwest Wolves. And we'll be back with more coming on up right here on the iBaseball Network. Before we go any further, ladies and gentlemen, as we take a look here again, Colton Boo is the pitcher here for the North Polk Comets. And yes, we did see the kid from Ballard threw a 7-inning no-hitter last night. Thank you for the comments, by the way. Man, 7-inning no-hitter That's the distance, man. That's what you want to get out there. Ballard, we have seen him before from Miles Mudd and everybody in between. It has been absolutely a fantastic program that continues to produce there in the Raccoon River Conference. So, again, we have one of the representatives here, but anytime you get a Ballard team up against, you're going to have a tough one at that. No problem at that. Hey, I also want to give a shout out to Insolites at insolites.com. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, if you have an electric fence out there and you don't want to shock yourself anymore, hey, I got it right here for you. It's called Insolites, the LED flashing insulated light that you can see from up to half a mile or more away. It truly is something simple. All you got to do is place the wire right on through it, pick place, and watch it work. It's that simple. From the comforts of your car, well, I'll do you one better, your own home, as that one shot right out there to the right side. Nicely done. Nice hop by Engel, and he'll get the 1-3 unassisted for the out.
Now batting the center fielder, number 15, Tyler Honkamp.
As Sweeney goes down, Tyler Honkamp stepping on up. Flew out to center his last time up. And ball number 1 to start things off here. And Engel has shown a lot of flexibility there over at first base. He's had a couple errors, but man, he has made up for it with 2 amazing plays. A 2-0 count from Colton Boo on the mound. The pitch. A little outside, ball 3. The 3-0 delivery to the number 9 Holman, and that is ball 4. A 4-pitch walk puts one onto the base paths here with just 1 down.
Back to the top of the order for the Wolves, the shortstop, number 1, Chase Jones.
And now Chase Jones stepping on up here as we get you looking here to the outfield, behind home plate, and right on third base line here. Chase Jones stepping on up to the plate. Jones so far has struck out, and again, a nice play over there at first by Engel last inning to get him out there. Jones has now been up in 3 out of the 4 innings. That one too far low, and in fact, too far inside, as that will tag him onto the shoe tops and put runners at first and second now with 1 down. Again, thoughts, comments, more, hit us up on the live stream here. Wherever you get the chance, we want to hear from you. So give us questions. Thank you for those who have given those questions already. And man, again, a lot of great pitching performances early on this season. Hey, give us our highlights on our High and Tight program every week. We will highlight those. And by the way, give us your nominations as a slow roller out there to second. Eats him up over there, Gas. Unable to capture that one, but keeps it in front of him at the very least. But, all that trades for bases full of Wolves now. As Jones will reach the base pass for the first time with the hit. Excuse me, officially registered as an E4. So Kitzman, and that one shot over there, Fielen. The throw home will get the force out. And 2 outs in that exchange there. Looks like they call the runner for running right into the catcher there. Not trying to get away. He did catch him there on the, kind of caught him there on the shoulder, it looks like. And so they called 2 outs in that exchange. So with Tanner Jackson getting out via the fielder's choice, again, it looks like there's not going to be too much of an argument there. Again, a nice shot out there. Good work by Fielen at third to nab that one. A lined rocket shot. Ends up getting caught, and then a nice throw on there to home. Gets the force out. And again, I believe it to be that contact that ended up initiating what basically ended up being a double play there. So despite bases full of Wolves, Waukee Northwest comes up empty in that one. And now we head on down to the bottom half of the inning, and we'll keep it right here with Phillip, Engel, and Reinhardt stepping on up, getting ready to rock it here. Again, thank you for joining us in the broadcast powered by the Log Cabin Greek Steakhouse in Galena, Illinois. Thank you so very much for tuning in and making this a part of your day.
Number 11, Jacob Phillips.
And now Jacob Phillips stepping on up. Last time he popped out, looking to help his cause out here, and wisely lays off that one for a ball. That one shot left side. Miller picked up near third, and the fire across the diamond will get the out. A strong throw from number 30 in blue, and we have one down.
Now batting the first baseman, number 44, Easton Engel.
And now Easton Engel stepping on up to the plate. Grounded out to third his last time up. Sends that one foul, 0-1. So a 2-0 advantage here for the Waukee Northwest Wolves as that one sails too far out of the zone and even at 1-1. So as a 2-run third for the Wolves, that one gets sent our way back into the nets for strike two. So thoughts more? Hey, hit us up here. And now that one will catch the outer half, and that will be strike number 3.
Now batting the left fielder.
And now that's strikeout number 4 here for Brdovich, who is having quietly a very strong outing here. As now Reinhardt stepping on up to the plate. And the next pitch there, that one gets set high. That's a major league pop-up, but lucky for him, out of play, 1-1. So again, make sure to check out all the great content we have, including some sleeper picks on, again, head on over to our social media channels, also rockfin.com/IABaseball. You'll have some sleeper picks, Cade Nissen and myself talking about who could make some big pushes here. Plus, we give you top 5 pitching staffs and offenses as we go through along, as well as a whole lot more. So just really a lot of fun, a lot of things in store for you, and make sure to check that out as well as become a member here. Get subscribed and get all that stuff first and foremost, and get stuff that'll be only on rockfin.com for subscribers. That one in there, and 2 consecutive strikeouts will now make it 5 on the night here for Brdovich. And just like that, Waukee Northwest continuing to put forth a good outing here, solid, as they now lead this one by a 2-0 margin. And we'll be back to look at your more of your comments after this here on the iBaseball Network.
Sportsmanship starts with us.
As a student athlete, I need to model good behavior and represent my school appropriately.
That means respecting my teammates, coaches, opponents, the officials, and fans.
If I do that, so will others, and being a good sport becomes a way of life.
To all of Iowa's student athletes getting ready to compete, remember, sportsmanship starts with us.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, into the broadcast. Andrew Brown here, happy to be calling the balls and strikes and more with you. We got a cool camera set up here, so appreciate you coming along for the ride. And again, a lot of fun here in store for you as we have Waukee Northwest and North Polk. This will be the 5th meeting in the last 3 to 4 years between these two squads. As we continue to rock on here, that one shot by Fitzpatrick over there to second and eats him up. Gass unable to control that one, and that's his second error on the day. Gets the runner onto the base pass here.
Now batting the second baseman, number 11, Trey Stapleton.
Trey Stapleton now back up to the plate. His fielder's choice and strikeout. He lays down a bunt. That one goes awry here. Strike one. Again, a lot of good things going on here. A lot of great teams in the mix here, and you know, a lot of teams like North Polk looking to vie to get back to the state tournament, including teams like Bishop Heelan and one of the favorites to win the 3A title this year in the Golden Catholic Wahlert Eagles. The Golden Eagles of Wahlert Catholic, I should say. Of course, the 4A ranks here. The Wolves looking to get back to the state tournament here. They're looking to get their first back-to-back state tournament berths. And now I got him in a pickoff run here. And here we go, trying to get the third pickoff out. And the tag by Engel will do that for out number 1. That's now 3 outs had by pickoff by a great move by Boo on the mound. It's a hard pickoff move, and in the end, these runners for Northwest having a little bit of a challenge with it here. Meanwhile, it's a 1-1 count here on the 5th hole hitter, Trey Stapleton. 0-for-2 so far, and that one a shot and a dive by Fielen. Nice job in the shortstop hole of fire across the diamond. That's how you do it. Speaker with a nice play deep in the hole, gets the out. Wow, Sports Center called that one up. That was a heck of a play.
Now batting the third baseman, number 30, Reed Miller.
That one's a showstopper for there. Nice job. Great infield play for the Comets. And that gives 2 out. And now up at the plate, Reed Miller, who's had a productive game here so far. Reed Miller so far has been hit by a pitch and has an RBI single to his credit. And we're going to have a quick pause here as they get the chance to take a look at Chase Fielen, who on the dive came down on that shoulder. They're taking a look at him now. He was kind of hunkered down there for a bit. They're going to look to possibly take him out. They're going to make a change here, potentially. Fielen right now kind of gingerly holding that arm up. You know, he certainly doesn't want to come out of the game and kind of have to pry him out there, or it really has to be something that's going on. We're going to have a little bit of a change of the guard here as they check out Fielen and see where he's at least temporarily out of action right now. Coming into the game now, Brady O'Banion. At third right now is Bryce Burke. O'Banion will head on over to left field.
Number 14, Bryce Burke.
really hope that Fielens is okay. He's one of the veteran players on this squad, and certainly we saw him with heroics. 2 walk-off winners by him at the state tournament last season here. As again, Reed Miller stepping on up here for the 3rd time. So 1-0 the count. There are 2 down on a Friday night. Great baseball. That one chopped over there to 3rd, picked up by Burke. Or almost, that is. As that one gets away, and an infield single here for Miller. Another one at that. That makes it 5 hits on the game here.
Now batting the left fielder, number 21, Grant McComas.
And we have a runner onto the base pass yet again here for Waukee Northwest. That brings up Grant McComas, who sends that one into right field. That one's going back. That will be on the warning track off the wall. Miller is heading around 3rd. He'll come on home. That's a standing RBI double by McComas, his 2nd hit of the ball game. His 2nd double brings in a run. It's 3-0.
Now batting the catcher.
So now as it's 3-0, 5 total hits on the game here for Waukee Northwest to North Polk's 2. Up at the plate, Jonas Sweeney has a walk and a ground out under his belt. That one's shot left side. That one's fair. That one's headed all the way deep into the... Actually, hold on here. That was deemed a foul ball.
Right there. No, you can slide a couple over to your left. There you go. Just play deep.
So again, Sweeney up at the plate. That one gets hit out there into right center field, and that will be plating yet another run here as the throw comes in, and it will not be in time. Another run crossing the scoreboard here for the Wolves. Make it a 4-0 ball game. Back-to-back RBI singles following an error. And now that makes it 6 hits on the game here for the Wolves. 5 errors have plagued the Comets here in this one. Again, in a game in which Colton Pugh, who has had 3 successful pickoff attempts that ended up in outs, there's not a lot that you can really hold against him right now. He's had a good outing so far in this one. Ended up with 3 strikeouts on the game, 3 successful pickoff moves. As now coming on to pitch here for the North Polk Comets, number 18, Josh Weig. Again, ladies and gentlemen, as we recap the scoring for you right now, all Waukee Northwest 6 hits compared to North Polk's 2. 5 errors committed by the Comets so far. We have RBIs from Reed Miller, from Grant McComas, and Jonas Sweeney.